This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports to bring you all the action out on the course. And Frank, what can you tell us about Wolf Creek?
Well, it's a mesmerizing layout. You can see from above, Rich, in amongst all these sort of canyon areas and boulders and that. I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's like Disneyland for the golfers. It's phenomenal, and each hole has a totally different look. It's hard to imagine you can build a golf course in an area like this.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. 1 under early in the round. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box, is it 9 stories high? It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the second hole?
Once again, we're going to go a little bit back up the hill. Really, there's only that one bunker on the right. That shouldn't be in play. Green goes uphill and a little bit to the left. So you really got to try and make sure you work on the right distance there. Get that ball in the right tier where the flag is located.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Looks like he just misread that. Getting set now over the putt.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
Clean this up with a tap. So with that, the score is now at even par. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3/3. This is all you want.
Well, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Don't know that approach will make the highlight reel, but he still has a chance if he makes this putt.
Yeah, 21's when you come of age, don't they say? 21 feet away. Had every chance of going in.
From about 8 feet. Still even par for the day. Here at the fourth, 383 yards from the back tee. It's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt.
Good chance to make birdie here, Frank, as we get set for the approach here at the fourth hole.
Yeah, the fourth green, as you can see, is set in a little bit of a bowl with that backdrop behind it. Really, the biggest problem is if you come up short that false front, it does feed off the right and the left side there. So, shot not quite hit as well as you would like, can still kick towards the flag.
Good roll, solid. That's a par. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going. I'm in a bad mood after seeing that shot. Seriously, a beautiful drive, and look where he is now.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Hit it. Par attempt here. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It's a cruel game. Even par currently.
2 over for the day. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the Billy Goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes once again are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play, or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
Did the job right there. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and it's going to make that second shot that much harder.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Now a 7-footer. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and just something so simple, completely wrong.
Frank, this is the kind of hole you like to drop a bag of balls and just have fun. Hit it all day long as if you were at the range. Unfortunately, you only get one crack, and you better be good. This is a tough hole.
Well, if you find the water, actually, you might get another one up there. It certainly is a tough hole, though, Rich. The stream going all the way down the left-hand side, or it wraps right around the left and behind the screen, makes that tee shot... well, it certainly makes you think about that tee shot while you're on the tee. Prudent play, aim for the right edge of the green. Nothing wrong if you just miss the green on the right, but miss the green by a yard on the left, you pay a very steep price.
Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 5th hole seems to have knocked him off course just a bit. Beautiful looking shot right here. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Par for McElroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Now the start of the back nine here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, or as I like to call it, Mind Blower Golf Club. Frank, everywhere you look, it's just a mind blower. I mean, this one is hard to believe.
This one's also a hard hole. 472 yards off the back tee. The fairway is a little wider than what it looks off the tee because that sort of desert ridge on the right side there, that blocks part of the fairway. So if you can imagine that fairway opens up a bit, then you'll be fine. A good tee shot down here, especially with that elevation there. That sort of shorten the hole up a little bit. 270 yards gets you past all those bunkers on the left side. They'll take those out of play. And once again, a little bit uphill, and you see the green, it shapes a little bit to the right. So make sure you're aware of where that flag is.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. That will be a great look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, not going to be too happy with that one. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Wow, I thought he made that. Boy, that hurts right there, Frank.
Yeah, he's got to knuckle down now, though, because, we've seen it before, Rich. And 2 putts turn into 3, 4. So make sure you can limit the damage here.
Now to the par 5 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many as 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
On the green in regulation.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt.
Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Yeah, sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult.
Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands soft landing, and runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. 14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see. The other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here, and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
Kind of a tricky read. These putts keep the round together. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dog leg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should set up nicely for a birdie.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage, and you're not going to birdie every hole.
Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt.
That one hurts. That's another bogey. Have to try to right the ship now. 3 over par. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie.
Getting set now over the putt.
So with that putt, 2 over par now. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really, a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 100, 70 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Birdie try up next. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round.
Not his best, but not bad. 73 for the day. What a day of golf we saw out there today, Frank. It was a lot of fun.
Wolf Creek is just an amazing experience, Rich. To imagine that they could build a golf course like